So good day everyone. My name is Mary Rose Anbesa from PSED 1601A, and we do have now our training for our able to training for today, and that will be install operating system and drivers for peripherals devices. And I do have now we are going to having a training on what they could be, the definition, and what could be the reason why we are having this training. So we do have our learning objectives, and after reading this the info sheet with the trainees, you should be able to prepare of installation of preparing of the installation. And for the second, this management, OS installation procedures, and computer operating system, which is the OS, and update procedures. So here, so for the next one, so yeah, that would be me. Well, I'm Mary Rose Anbesa. Hello. And here we go now. So for the number one topic, we do have a preparing of installation, and that will be two subject with sleep streaming and preparing bootable, portable, and optical devices. And we do have our introduction, and for the preparing of installation, this is the most common way to get for a new software is to download it from the internet. An application like Microsoft Office and Adobe Photoshop, and can now be purchased and download right to your computer. So basically, with Microsoft and Adobe, that would be the main software that we can use, enable for us to get the software with our personal information or personal professional work here at Capital One. Okay, so you can also install free software with this way. For example, if you wanted to install the Google Chrome with the web browser, you can visit this page and click the download button. That will be an easier, the most easiest thing that we can do about the installation of preparing the installation rather. So the installation file will be saved to your computer in exe file, or what could be .exe, that's pronounced, and that will be the standard extension for installation files on your Windows computers. And we do have what is installation process. So for the installation or being set up of the computer program, it's including device drivers and plugins, and it is the act of making involves being from execution, and that will be installation typically involves code being copied or generated from the installation files to the new files on the local computer for the easier access by the operating system, and that will be installing software from the web. And you can follow the steps below to install an application for an exe file. And for the step 1, you can locate and click the exe file. And for the step 2, the software will be installed. You can open the application from the start menu. And that will be the pictures that we are referring to. Here, for the step 3, a dialog will appear. Follow the instructions to install the software. So that would be the picture. And the number 4, which is rather step 4, locate and download an exe file. And that would be the picture. And for the subtopic of preparing of installation, that will be sleep streaming. So the sleep streaming refers to the process of creating a new bootable installation, or that will be network file for Windows XP or Windows 2000 installations which contains all the original operating systems file plus the latest service pack. Okay. So for the number one sleep streaming, this is this command based installation which requires bit knowledge on installation parameters. So there were two types of sleep streaming methods. So number one, simple stream. So that will be our picture of simple streaming, and advanced sleep stream. Yeah, that will be the picture. And for the second one, that will be preparing a bootable and portable and make a bootable external hard drive and install it with Windows 7 and Windows 8. Step 1 would be to format the drive. Just place you can as easy as understand that, because just the having your flash drive or USB port on your computer, open your command prompt. You can do by pressing Win key plus R, right click on the listed file and click on and run as administrator. And that would be our picture. So with the continuing with that, for the step 2, that we mount the Windows 8 ISO with image into virtual drive. And if you don't have any physical optical drive, you shouldn't mount the image into a virtual drive. You can install and use Power ISO. And for the step 3, make the external hard disk bootable. And yeah, here and here. Okay, with the disk management, it is used to manage the drives installed in a computer, like hard disk, optical disk drives, flash drive, and also the partition drives, where you can format and assign drive letters and much more. Okay. And what is disk management? So this is an extension of the Microsoft Management Console that allows us to full management of the disk-based hardware recognized by Windows. And this management is used to manage the drives installed in a computer, like hard disk drives, optical disk drives, and also what we are also known as flash drives. So that will be the pictures that we are referring to. For the disk management availability, disk management is available in most versions of Microsoft Windows, including your Windows 8, the Windows 10, the Windows 7, the Windows Vista, Windows XP, and of course Windows 2000. So that will be our disk management versions of Microsoft Windows. That will be. So we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 character regions and every versions of different version of Windows. And here, and we do have our disk formatting. So what is the purpose of drive formatting? So we do have, that would be configuring process of a data storage media such as a hard disk drive, floppy disk, or flash drive for initial usage, and any existing files on the drive would be erased. So when you so basically when you have erasing all of your data on your drive, well, basically, of course, when you are formatting the devices, yes, they can erase all of the data. Okay, so here, what happened when you format a drive? So if you were about to format a drive, you will erase all that is stored in this drive, of course, because when you are erasing all of the information about the format of drive, then you can able to format everything on your computer, like on your device, especially specifically in the computer devices. So we do have a link on how you have a how you format a hard drive. So that will be okay. Okay, and if you do have any questions, just feel free to ask. Comment down below. Okay. For the disk partition, we do have to create a partition or volume. The two terms are often used interchangeability, or a hard on a hard disk. I mean, on a hard disk, you must be logged in as an administrator. Okay, so there must be, it's either an allocated disk space or free space within an extended partition. And so that will be the picture. Okay. And there was no unallocated disk space, and you can create some by shrinking and existing partition, by deleting a partition, or by using a third-party partitioning program. Okay. So number one, to create and format a new partition. To format an existing partition, which is the volume. Yeah, that would be. And what could be the purpose of partitioning? So none other than that would be the way of to organizing the physical space on your hard drive. We typically think of a hard drive as a single disk, but partitioning, it allows us to split a hard drive so it appears to be multiple different drives. Okay, that will be the purpose of this partitioning. So we do have a link for format of a new existing new partition, and I would recommend that link in order for us to have an additional information of what could be and why we will be having a format of an existing new partition. So we do have our OS installation procedure. And what could be an installation first? So an installation is a computer program, including devices, is the act of making the program ready for the execution. And the installation typically involves code being copied, and generally from installation files to new files on the local computer for the easier access by your OS. So basically that will be installing software from the web. Okay. Okay, here. So we do have a link on how the method of installation was formed. So, okay. So by the way, all of the link that I have provided with you, student, that will be the most helpful link that we use. Okay. Okay, for the next topic, we do have how dual booting works. So with that, your computer's operating system is generally installed on its internal hard drive. So when you boot your computer to BIOS, loads, and that will be a loader from the hard drive, and the boot loader boots the installed of OS. I hope you understand that. So the desktop operating system is the one to control your program in a user's machine. So also, it's called a client operating system, which is that would be a overwhelming majority with Macintosh and also with Linux. Okay, and we are almost done. And a dual booting operating systems on a computer, which type of installation do you want? So we do have install Windows only, and that will be the picture. And where do you want to install Windows? So you can select a new partition you just created. Yes, and after you have having a installation of that you have created, you can boot your PC will bring you out to a menu where you can choose your operating system. Okay, so here. So for the number 4 topic, we do have computer operating system, which we doing have a Windows, Mac OS X, and Linux. And here, and what is the operating system, or what is could be the OS? So we do have operating system is a software which acts as interface between the end user programs and application like Chrome, Microsoft Word, games that needs some environment in which it will run and perform its tasks. So that would be okay here. Now we do have a pictures on our operating system, which is our OS, and here is a link that is commonly found the important features of an operating system. So we do have protected and supervisor mode, allows us this access and file system, and our program execution, memory management, or by multitasking, handling I/O operation, manipulation of the file, error detection, and also resource allocation. And yeah, that will be our features of operating system. And here, what could be the operating system do? So operating system define how computer store file switches. So that would be, as you can see here, there would be different parameters why operating system do. So you can read that on your own with your copy on your info sheets. Okay. So we have Windows, that is I mentioned to you earlier. All right, and here with Mac OS, and for the Apple computers, a Macintosh is the most personal computers and workstations. And the Linux, the best known as open source. And number 5, update procedures, and we do have OS and device operation. And how to upgrade a computer's operating system, that would be a changing of a boot, computer technology, consumers' expectation, and the operating system evolves rapidly when you have computer's operating system upgrading. Okay, so we do have now. Okay, and why we are upgrading our operating system? So that would be to have a security to our operating system, as well as for cybersecurity, for product obsolescence, and enhanced capability. And we do have now. All right. So we do have our 5 topics in order for us to regain the knowledge what we will be having in the near future as a teacher and as education in the near future. And yes, my name is Mary Rose Anabesa. We do have now totally success with 100%. And thank you for listening. I hope you have you do have any understand about the topic, and you have a great day. Bye for now, and have a great day. Bye bye. Thank you.